Well, I would like to welcome everyone to Cathy Chat. I am super duper excited today with my Patrick hair as we continue to cheer on our fantastic Kansas City Chiefs and that phenomenal game. I'd like to welcome the one and only Michelle Cruse. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. How are you, Kathy?
I am amazingly awesome, still on a high from yesterday. Tell me you watched the game.
Well, I hate to disappoint you, but I kept up on it. And then there was fireworks, no kidding, for 15 minutes last night. And my husband is outside and he's like, at first I thought it was gunshots and it wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting a little program that way, as a matter of fact. People were
Yeah.
my next door app. All of a sudden it started popping like this and said, "Oh my gosh, what are all those loud booms?" And I'm like, "Hello, the Chiefs just won the championship. Let's go." Yeah, so it was
Yeah.
pretty funny, but it was a heck of a game, my friend. Even I, who know very little about football, that is called, I think, is football. But even that, I thought, oh my gosh, it was very exciting to watch.
Yeah, I've heard. I've already heard. And yeah, I should have been there, I guess, huh? But
Yeah,
I am celebrating with you guys. I look forward to, hopefully actually catching the Super Bowl in 2 weeks. So I know you guys are, I mean, Kansas City's been great for a long time. So proud of that.
well,
And
the fact that you know the Super Bow's happening in 2 weeks means you are keeping up a little bit.
and I did know as soon as they won it. I mean, it was on. I knew immediately. So
Well,
yeah.
that's good. What I wanted to chat with you about today, today actually on Doc and Queenie, we talked about the fact that you've got two amazing events coming up this week that are actually open to the public, and that's why we wanted to share those today. So why don't you tell us first about what's happening on Wednesday?
Well, I have an amazing event that we've had for over a year and a half now. It's the Ladies of Justice social event. And what it is we have, we used to actually meet up in the Community America Credit Union over in Olathe. And we had the meeting room and we would invite people. And so I'd always have a couple sponsors to help me out with this because it's so amazing. And so one person would bring drinks and one person would bring a snack. And we would get together and talk about, how we can help each other, help each other grow, build a community of awesome women that are in business and even the ones that are not. Just, I just love the fact that we can help women learn how to stay home and take care of their own and do whatever they want and be their best and us to lift them up as they do it. And it's just, I love that. And so anyway, since what happened last year, you all know, we had to go to Zoom and other platforms like the one we're on right now, the StreamYard. But each month we get together and we have a get together on Zoom and all the ladies get on. Our sponsors, we get to hang out with our sponsors, learn about what they do, and then learn about what we do. And so I just feel like I'm in helping empower and educate people in what they can do for themselves, either in business, having their own business. Even if you don't join mine, I have friends, and I just love to see people grow. And I love to also share what we do, as I said, with the Ladies of Justice and what Legal Shield means, and that we have identity theft services, we have business plans, and all those things that we need in the world that changes all the time. So, do you know what your rights are? Well, I have a place I can tap my app because we have apps now. Tap
Mhm.
my app and call my law firm and ask the questions that I need to know. We're more of a daily service. Of course, we can help with other things too, but I mean, it's just an awesome thing. And I only get into things I believe in, and I know how important it is for our identities these days. People are always wanting to steal our identity. It's not about just the credit, it's about every area of your life. I mean, what damage can they do if they get a driver's license or in your name? They get it with all your stuff on it, put their picture on it, and now they're you. And they take out loans. There's all kinds of things that people do and you might not even know about it unless you're having yourself monitored and also have not just the monitoring but a way to be able to have licensed private investigators do the work for you. Isn't that cool? You can just call and talk to your licensed private investigator and find out what to do, and they help you through that. They do the work for you and
Can you
get you back to what you were.
can you imagine trying to do that yourself
Oh
if you
my gosh.
act for whatever reason, and then all of a sudden you've got to go to all those credit bureaus, all those credit card companies, all of the different places where we are these days. And one thing I will say about you, my friend, since I have been able to be with you as one of your sponsors since the very first Ladies of Justice event that we did get to do in person, which was super fun. And I love being able to share Kangen water with your guests when they arrive.
Oh,
But
yeah.
the biggest thing I've noticed with you is you have taken our in-person platform and literally shifted that into the online platform seamlessly. I mean, seriously, that is so awesome. And now, one of the things that you did in person is you had your notes, we had folders, we got to have all the flyers that you taught us about as far as what you offer for your Legal Shield business and for your ID Shield as well. And we got to have those papers. Well, now you've been able to shift that into a share screen PowerPoint motif, if you will. And that has been phenomenal because one thing I didn't know is that you're also able to help us if we get hacked with income tax prep. And
Mm-hmm.
filed your income tax and all of a sudden it says, sorry, you already did. And I'm like, what does that mean? And no, you already didn't. And so now your services take care of that too. I thought that was amazing.
Yeah, yeah. And we also do social media. And so, I mean, monitoring. I mean, we want to have you, this is about you. This is all about you and your family. And you're right. What I've learned with this is if I had an identity crisis and somebody stole my information and is out there doing some stuff and I didn't have some kind of protection, they're only open from 8 to 5 if you're lucky, and all the agencies you're going to have to call. I mean, who
Seriously.
has if I wasn't working for myself, I'd have to be out in the world working. When do I have time? And is my boss going to let me take off time to make these phone calls and get my stuff straightened out? I know people that haven't had the service and there's still some areas that they cannot fix because they can't get it all. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And well, anyway, that's why I do what I do. And of course, business owners, they have everyday questions, they don't want to pay that high hourly rate. They want their documents reviewed too. I mean, and so for a flat monthly fee, these different kinds of services, I can offer that to you to help protect you and your family and your business. So I just love that. So back to the event. Okay, so our exciting event is this Wednesday at 7 o'clock, and it's an hour and a half. And I cannot wait to see you guys. So if you guys can make it, reach out to me or Cathy, and we'll get you the information you need to know to get onto our Zoom call. And so I'd love to have you.
That's
And
fantastic. And just to reiterate, I want everyone to know, since not everyone watches this that's in the Kansas City Chiefs area, this is actually 7 o'clock Central Time.
yes.
And so we want you to be able to be aware of that. And if you connect with Michelle, connect with me, and we'll get you the Zoom ID and password. Because once again, I'm thrilled for your success and what you've been able to do with your Legal Shield and ID Shield businesses through your Ladies of Justice. Can you give us a little bit of background on how you actually decided to become an ambassador for the entire Midwest with Ladies of Justice?
Well, I had heard that they were coming to town to give us a training. A lady out of Texas came up. We had a luncheon, and I invited a really close friend of mine who's on the call, Cathy. Yes.
Yeah.
Cathy said yes. We went up there. It was amazing. And I knew that was what I needed to do. I've been in Legal Shield. I'm going into my 10th year.
Oh my gosh.
I know. It's been like the blink of an eye. And I just, that day, a couple years ago when we had went, well, it's not even been 2 years. It's been a year and a half. And
Yes.
so we decided together, and I was like, I want to do this. And you said, well, I have a place. And so we started it. It was amazing. So yes, I am honored to have you with me on this journey every month for Ladies of Justice. So come see us, you guys. Get a hold of us. We want you to be there.
And I think, Michelle, there's actually another sponsor this week. Who is that other sponsor?
Oh my gosh, she is such a sweet lady. Marilyn Arnold. She's a business coach of some sort. And then we're going to learn all about that. And she does some other things too that are really cool. But I am so honored to have such a sweet, awesome person joining us this time.
Yeah, I'm super excited too.
I can't wait. Yeah.
This would be a blast. And once again, for everyone listening live and certainly on the replays, this is 7 o'clock Central Time this Wednesday, January 27th. Michelle Cruse is going to host us with her Legal Shield, ID Shield presentation. And the people on the call that will be on the Zoom also have an opportunity to share a little bit about their businesses and what they basically do during the day. And then the two sponsors get to speak. So it really is an awesome format. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and then we have another amazing event coming up this week. It's called the Coffee Club. If you guys haven't been able to come yet, please join us. I'm doing a special edition for about 4 weeks. I think that's about all I have planned. But each week we're going to have a different training. And so this week I have been blessed with someone that wanted to come and train on LinkedIn. And, that is where business owners need to be, and we need to know how to do it. So I'm having Miss Cathy Weaver give us a quick training at the Coffee Club this week. We'll get together, we'll talk to each other, and then we're going to turn the training over to Cathy. And I even added an extra 15 minutes
Oh, wow.
just in case it went over, because we might have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
So I love the fact that we're going to get together Friday at 11 o'clock this week. And if it's the same username and password as we use for all my calls, but if you need the numbers, just get a hold of me or Cathy, and we'll be happy to help you with that. So
Coffee Club is an opportunity that Michelle has kept going even during all of this shutdown, close pandemic stuff. And because in the olden days, we used to meet at coffee shops all over the city. And that was amazing as well. But now obviously everything has gone to the online platform, and you've done great to be able to keep that going as well. And literally some of the groups I've joined now are not local. And I guarantee you, when you meet with someone from another city, even another state, another country, the first place they're going to go to check you out is LinkedIn. And so one of the things we're going to be talking about on your call, Michelle, is what does your LinkedIn profile look like? What does it say about you? And what can people find out about you from your profile and from your page and what you're interested in? And those are some of the things we're going to be talking about. I'm super excited to meet with all your coffee club friends.
yes, and I am too, because since it is okay, let me explain a little bit about the Coffee Club.
Okay.
I had designed this. It was an act of God. I mean, I had a really great co-host for a while, and that was Dr. Laura Christine.
Yes,
She's
absolutely.
amazing. And from us, we grew into other spaces. So I kind of took over the Coffee Club, and so we've always had it at a pop-up event. And what I'm saying by we is everybody that joins our tribe comes and hangs out with us as much as they can. I know it pop-up hard sometimes because you're like, oh, I really want to be there, but it's on Wednesday at 2. Well, guess what? The good news is we missed you, and we can't wait to see if you can make it next week, because that way it gives people that are always busy at a certain time. I can't please everyone. So I've made it where it just pops up wherever once a week. And so we're having trainings for 4 weeks, but we still get together and talk and communicate. And I just think that it's so cool to build a relationship, make new friends, and you're always top of mind when something comes up for business. I mean, yeah.
That is a genius idea. And I know Dr. Laura has been, oh my gosh, her schedule is like, may I have an opportunity to chat with you this afternoon by telephone? So it's super difficult with that lady these days, but I'm thrilled that she's this busy, which is awesome. But to be able to keep this going, even during the shutdown, the COVID, the lockdown, the pandemic, whatever you call it, has been amazing because you've kept a lot of our networking partners together. And that has been obviously, like you say, top of mind. So to be on the Coffee Club and help people with some of the LinkedIn things, I have been a work in progress, as you know, and every time I find a new something to do to explode my business, I want to share that with all of our friends in the No Excuses tribe, as well as the Coffee Club, and definitely the Doc and Queenie group. So it really has turned out to be a learning curve, big time for me. So I'm sharing that with your friends.
Yeah, and that's what I love about it too. And and we're making friends all over the United States now that even come to our local little groups. I think that is so amazing.
I do too. I love that.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I really do appreciate you being on today, Michelle. I know this was impromptu, but as soon as Doc and I talked about your events coming up this week, I thought, you know what? I think this needs a little more buzz because I'm so excited, not only for your success, but the fact that you're an ambassador for the entire Midwest for Ladies of Justice. You've done phenomenal things with your training that you do with Legal Shield and ID Shield. And then for the Coffee Club to be able to think about bringing on trainers to keep that group not only going, but growing. And I just wanted to give you accolades because you definitely deserve them, my friend.
Well, thank you. And I know awesome people that help me. And we're helping each other and helping you guys out there in Facebook land. And so we're looking forward to seeing you soon. So hope to see you Wednesday and Friday, or just Wednesday or Friday. So thank you, Cathy. I appreciate you for calling on me, and I love having the Cathy chat. That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, everybody needs a little more Cathy chat in their lives, right? Really mean it. Thank you for being on today, Michelle. And again, this will be posted on several of our social media platforms, as well as on my YouTube channel, Cathy Weaver KC, if anyone would like to learn more about rock star Michelle Cruse. Thank you for being here today, Michelle.
Well, thank you for having me.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.